Gets you through my morning every day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hayesy on Nova.
Disgusting habits, discuss 13 24 10. Please get involved in this, please, because we discovered a few things about each other yesterday.
Yeah, and it's good to speak and get things off your chest.
Yep.
And know each other more and more each and every day. We discovered that Jodie's a bit of a sicko when it comes to using other people's AirPods.
By happenstance, stumbled on another pair of AirPods that perhaps I thought might have been mine, but weren't really. I made the executive decision to keep them.
That is sick behaviour. I think we can all agree on this.
Brother, what's that?
Spot on.
I wouldn't be opening that big gob of yours too soon because I had a chat to your wife and discovered something about you that is infinitely more repulsive than me using someone else's AirPods. And that is the fact that you, as a child, grew up using your entire family's toothbrush.
Oh, great, having a crack at Bill and Deidre Hayes. My family, we used to pretty much all use the same toothbrush. I understand now that perhaps that's a little bit strange, but because I grew up with that, I thought it was completely normal. I'm just saying that if our toothbrushes got mixed up, I have no issues using my wife's toothbrush. And can I just say, though, she's aggressively against it.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I think it's a nice, wholesome family connection.
Yuck. That is revolting. And can I correct you there? I'll have a crack at Bill Hayes, never Deirdre, though. Thank you very much.
Because she's a saint.
She is a saint and she's off limits.
She's very much off limits.
So how does your wife feel about the fact that you at any given moment could just be going in that gob of yours with her toothbrush?
She feels very, very negatively towards that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, sometimes, which I think I mentioned, like, because obviously I leave sort of traces of water and I'll be like different rooms where I'll go, did you use my toothbrush? And I'll be like, it's okay, baby. And I'll try and give her a kiss on the forehead. But she won't have anything. Sometimes she gives me a right jab right in the ribs.
Does she?
Cracked her rib one time. Good on her. Quite a little jab back.
And we've had quite a bit of feedback on the socials and on the text line just about how disgusting we are. But
thank you for saying we.
I know. Well, no, we, but
you going in on this.
You more so. You more so than me.
I felt like it was reasonably one-sided. Appreciate the we in there.
Yeah, but we would love to hear from you on 13 24 10. You or your partner's disgusting habits this morning. Out disgusting us, please.
Yeah. Good morning, Bianca.
Good morning, how are you?
Good. Okay, who's the pig in your family?
My dad, actually.
What does he do?
So I caught him a few weeks ago. I went to jump in the shower and I found beard hairs in my razor.
Let's keep it reasonably PG, but that razor's been everywhere, hasn't it, Bianca?
It's seen some stuff, hasn't it, Bianca?
It's seen some stuff.
It has, yep. And I walked out and I was like, have you been using this? And he was like, no. And I was like, well, there's orange beard hairs in there. Orange beard.
What about just before the razor was about to touch your dad's face and the razor's like, I wouldn't do that. I've seen some stuff.
Apparently it wasn't the first time, but it was the first time that I caught him.
Bianca, can you please go and purchase your dad some specific Gillette razors for his face? Thank you very much.
He's made sure to stock up now.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Bianca. Wow. Turns out we're not the grossest ones in Adelaide.
Do you know what? That's an excellent start.
That's good.
Right to the top shelf there for Bianca.
Building a real solid base.
Oh, dob yourself in, dob a partner in, dob a family member in. 13 24 10. What's the disgusting habit that needs to be aired?
Talking all things disgusting this morning after you revealed to everybody that I'm sporting some AirPods that aren't necessarily my own.
Oh, my very goodness.
Brother,
spot on.
What's that?
Couldn't agree more.
Coming from a man who has no problem, no qualms, growing up sharing a family toothbrush. But you do things different in the country, don't you?
Oh, it's not one of those
Country,
things.
New South Wales.
It's not one of those things. We're not Hicks.
Well,
don't look at me like that, like you are Hicks. That's the sort of vibe that I'm getting from everyone in this room right now.
I mean, how many people were in your class at school?
Just me. That is true. I was the only one in my class, and there was no one in the class above. School captain 2 years in a row, baby.
Oh, what a hero. Who'd you run against? Who was your vice president?
Kamala Harris.
Anyway, we digress. So we're talking all things disgusting this morning on 13 24 10. Ostensibly just to make ourselves feel better.
Yeah.
We're not that gross. Let's go to Carolyn. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, my God. I'm almost too afraid to ask. Tell us about your dad.
Okay, this habit actually drove my mum insane. He used to snort his nose in the face and sink.
Yeah.
And she got so angry at him because she said to him, stop doing that, and he just didn't stop.
Yep.
So she would take his toothbrush and sweep up the boogers and put it back in the container.
Wow. That's a hectic power move from your mum.
And he called her, so he didn't do it anymore after that.
Oh, I bet.
My goodness. Oh, there's no winners in this situation,
No.
is there, Caroline? No winners.
No, not at all.
Oh, wow. And a special shout out to anyone this morning who's listening and who uses a hanky, because you're
Yes.
essentially recycling your boogers and then you're taking those boogers and you're putting them back on your person in your pocket and you're going to carry that around all day.
You're happy to carry that in your front pocket. That is just...
And then when you get home, you put it in the wash and then all those boogers just disseminated through the rest of the family clothes.
G'day, guys. The boogers. G'day, guys. How are you? Nice to meet you. Sort of reception do they get from the other clothes? Not much. Thank you for sharing your disgusting habits. You feel better, Jodes?
Also, don't wash the boogers in cold. That stuff needs hot.
Yeah.
That needs as hot as it gets.
It needs to be dissolved.
Your father, he's on the naughty list.
Jodie and Hayes's Naughty at 6:40.
Naughty.
Oh, geez, this is your one wood, this area, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
This has been loose before we straighten up after 7 o'clock. That's what we do.
I'm so fascinated by this story. So Aussies want a sex worker who films adult content with barely legal young men to be deported after concerns for her latest schoolies stunt.
Yep. As if schoolies isn't concerning enough for the alcohol consumption.
Yeah, throw in a sex worker, hey? Yeah. Bonnie Blue is a British woman currently living on the Gold Coast. She's been accused of predatory behaviour after she issued a public call-out for school leavers to bonk.
That's such an English
Isn't
thing.
it an English word?
You want a bonk?
Ooh, you're right.
Who wants a bonk? We'll go on there, line up then.
The self-proclaimed high-class escort has attracted a wave of criticism in recent weeks over a similar stunt in the UK, issued an invitation for newly 18-year-olds attending high school graduation celebrations to meet her at the Meriton in Surfers Paradise. Do you know what the most shameful thing about this is? The Meriton is a really nice hotel. Oh. It's a really nice hotel, and I stay there with the family every now and then, and I don't like the fact that this stuff's going on just down the hallway.
Didn't see that coming, did you, Meriton?
And Greg doesn't like the fact that this stuff's going on down the hallway and not in his room.
Oh, what a concept too as well. What about this little quote as well? Because people are like, oh, barely legal. It's absolutely disgusting. She said, rather than comment on my TikToks, people should complain to the government to increase the age from 18 to 21. I'm only complying with Australian law. If it rises to 21, I'll then film with barely legal 21-year-olds. What about this, Bonnie? What if we lower it to 14? You still comfortable? Like,
yeah,
it's 18. I've said this for a long time. 18-year-olds, kids.
Is she talking about drinking or bonking?
She's talking about bonking.
Oh.
But who knows with Bonnie? Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. It just takes me back.
Are you saying that you're a massive fan of Bonnie Blue?
I'll say that.
And you support her wholeheartedly?
I didn't
Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that, but can I be devil's advocate for just one
Oh my
moment?
gosh, Jodie.
Oh my God.
Can I be
My Lord.
Well, I mean,
Sorry. Go on.
fully grown adults pay for it, don't they? So if you've got an 18-year-old who is legal paying for it,
Oh my God.
silence in the room.
Hang on a second.
What?
Are you Bonnie Blue?
I'm just saying. I mean, everybody's outraged, but they're 18-year-old young men.
Oh my God. I'm speechless.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But the adults pay for sex all the time.
Yeah, but they're
How do you know?
But
I'll tell you how Jones knows. Because you used to live next door to a brothel.
100%, and I can tell you some tales about the men that used to walk down my laneway on their phone.
Right.
One day, I saw someone that we used to work with, for goodness sake.
Really?
Yes, it is so much more frequent than people think.
I can't believe that we're divided on this. And one person's gone one way and one person's gone another way. There's no way you can predict which way Jodie would have gone.
Oh, I don't know. Everyone's like, oh, she needs to be deported. Well, I I'm going to back in Bonnie.
Whoa!
They're 18.
Okay.
They're adults.
There you go.
My, very good.
All right, let's veer off in a different direction. $1,000 for Jodie and Hayesy's 1K double play. If you hear a song by the same artist, play back to back and full. Be the first call through, you could score. Or alternatively, $1,000 for a night with Jodie.
Is anyone else's kids using your phone to message other people?
Oh, that's dangerous.
Oh, it's very dangerous. And we discovered just how dangerous it was last night. So it all started when we were driving home from a family dinner and the 13-year-old was in the back seat going, Dad, I need to use your phone. I need to RSPV for a party. Like that. And I was like, what's an RSPV, babe? She goes, an RSPV. I need to tell them that I'm coming. I'm like, do you mean RSVP? Anywho.
Oh, yes, that's the one. Yes. But when a 13-year-old says it with such conviction and attitude, yes, you can
sassy.
be convinced that now it's been changed.
So anyway, we get home and she's like, they do this all the time. They will write to other parents pretending to be us, particularly if they want to play. So it's like we've given it the okay for them to go to their house and have a play or a sleepover or go and meet Norwood, whatever it may be.
Like a permission slip via a text.
Yes. And so we're constantly going, just write it from you. Just say, hi, it's Peyton. Well, she didn't take that advice last night when she was RSPVing for this party to go to her friend's place, right? Because she's like, the mum needs to book the restaurant. I need to get back to her. All right, off you go. So as she's doing it, Greg casually wanders over and check what she's written on his behalf. There was a typo, needless to say, and it said, hi, Crystal, I was just about to massage you.
That's a poor start. It's a poor start to the text. Crystal's like, okay, Greg, very forward. Go on.
Hi, Crystal. I was just about to massage you and Peyton can't wait.
He's a real sicko, Greg, isn't he?
This is the same man whose Instagram gets hijacked with alarming regularity from the 11-year-old who will jump on, and she's followed all her little dancer friends, and she'll write comments from Greg Oddie
Yes.
saying, looking great, body.
Yeah. So one day Greg's going to be sitting in jail. It was my kids. I swear it was my kids.
Fitzy Fridays. Fitzy Fridays. Fitzy Fridays.
Absolutely flawless time of the week, and that's when we get to speak to the one, the only, Ryan Fitzy Fitzgerald. Fitzy, good morning to you.
Hayesy, Jodie, you beautiful people.
Fitzy, when I think of hot dads, I think of Ryan Fitzy Fitzgerald. There's no question about that. And we are assembling a calendar of all the dads in Adelaide who, not spectacular looking, but doing very, very sexy, hot things. And I just feel like you fit the brief.
Do you know what I've been doing at the moment, Judge? I've been, because our irrigation is going quite well with the sun coming out now, coming into summer. We've got quite a few weeds, so I've been weeding in the backyard with my top off.
Oh, nothing says sexy than a man pushing sort of mid-40s, topless in his backyard, in a very, very interesting position, on all fours, maybe a bit of an arch back, bit of skin, pulling weeds. Woo!
Yeah.
And then I will go up into the attic and weed the special plants that I have up there as well.
You do live at Port Noarlunga after all.
Yeah, actually, do you know what's funny? My dad was a sparky, fixed his electrical down south for so long.
Yeah.
And he said he used to laugh sometimes when his mates would bring him and go, Mick, can you just come around and put a PowerPoint in my shed? And he'd get around there and they would ask for 14 PowerPoints in the shed. And he'd be like, Dave, come on, mate, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
Do you want the job or not, Mick?
Mick, this is a high-paying job for you. I would take it.
Yeah, Mick, I'll pay you per PowerPoint. That's a lot of cash.
Exactly right. But no, this is a good idea. I hated this, but I had to do a photo shoot when I came out of Big Brother for, I think it was OK magazine. And they said, stupidly in the house, I said something like, a number one feature that I love on women is shoulders. And they said, well, Fitzy, how would you feel about having a shot with your top off coming out of the shower, and you're showing your shoulders are coming out of the shower, and my mates now bring it out. Whenever we go to a restaurant, they stick it up on the wall at a restaurant so everyone can see it. It's the worst.
But during the moment, you're like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
This publication, they won't stuff me around. I trust them.
Yeah, I trust OK Magazine with my life. Why wouldn't you?
You know what? This comes out every week. People will forget about this shot. 20 years later, it's still going.
Hayesy's actually, I don't know if you've seen it. I can text you a copy if you like, but Hayesy's been in a calendar when he played at the Doggies.
What were you doing, Hayesy? Something that you've never done before, like handballing, or?
No, it was kicking. It was kicking, Fitzy.
No, it was hitting a target.
It was a hard ball get.
Oh, my gosh.
You should see this photo. His eyes, I don't know how he's done it. I asked him during the week. He's smouldering, Fitzy.
Yeah, he is, and he's in good nick at the moment, the old Hayesy. He won't tell anyone else that, but he is in great nick.
Yeah.
What do you mean he won't tell? He tells us every morning. Are you joking? Can't shut him up about it.
Actually doing some bicep curls as we speak.
Yeah, the eyes were smouldering, Fitzy. They were a little bit bloodshot as well. So I've just been on a job with Mick down south installing some PowerPoints.
Good work, Dame. Good work.
All right. Well, Fitzy, I take it that's a yes. You'd like to feature in our calendar.
No, I'm out.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm out. No good. My modelling days are over.
Are they? Okay. Got sort of around July, August free.
Hey, it'd be a great opportunity for you. Great exposure.
Yeah.
Good to get your profile up.
Oh, I see, Fitzy.
Yeah, guys, have a good weekend.